She said, yeah. So I got a lot of hot dogs and everything. I must have got 10 gallons of wine. I got every wine on. I said, we're going to have a big party. We laid turf on all Colombian places. We painted everything. There were 3 carpenters live on the blocks. They fixed up every porch. And at the end of the day, we had done it with a platform. And Lady Bird arrived, and the place was standing tall. And the mayor said, who did this? And John Stagger said, that young man over there. So he shook my hand. 6 years later, I get the job. 6 years later.
He remembers that. You'd be surprised.
6 years later. But I worked for $1.25 right out of the army. And I hadn't had anybody say anything but no service. Yes, sir, to me. So some youth, I was working for some youth. You know, and he said, what you say? And then, oh man, I said, look, we ain't had no cursing here. I'm sorry. And so we got them all together, and we cleaned up that block. And she came and liked it, and the man said, who did it? And some 6 years later, he called and said, I'd like you to work for me, but it was everything happens by happenstance. You can't plan this stuff. You just go along. Judy Rogers, my office was next to hers, and she was the congressional liaison. And I'm in there cursing some people out while I'm not doing something. And Judy said, I can hear you cursing those people out in my office. And she was the congressional liaison. And she said, I have a meeting, because you know that meeting, that room we had next door? And I said, okay, I will cut it back. But see, we had a map with every program and who was in it and how many kids. And they were coming in and say, we need a program here, Dr. Jones, the kids, so and so. I said, where you at? I said, what? I said, see those blue dots? You got 5 programs right there. You want to listen to people running them? Because everybody wanted to come in and play the game. And I said, oh no, you got 5. And it was something that
we had a resource book for every program in the District of Columbia.
That's right.
Every program all over the city.
That's right.
Thick book like
Orange book. Yeah. Orange book. And the first directory.
Youth, number of youth, staff, population,
description of the program,
and everything.
They put
hours of operation, everything.
I told the people I was telling somebody. I said they ought to put in each recreation center today, they should have an office called Youth Help Desk. I said, where does a kid go today to get some help? Where the schools close at 3. That's not their mandate. I said, if you had a youth help desk in each recreation center that stayed open, that a kid could go in and the person was knowledgeable of youth programs and stuff, could help him, give him some advice, then that would be, but I don't know who I was telling that. I said, right now when you look at this administration, there's no designated place you can go to get any help for a young person. You know, but
he ain't even gotten to the real rich thing of it yet. That's the 24-hour youth assistance service center.
Oh yeah.
We stayed open 24 hours.
Come on, you kidding?
Any kid that was lost or had ran away from home, anything, we would get them back, contact where they were from, put them on an airplane, and send them all the way to Oklahoma and Seattle.
Oh yeah, when we started the college program.
No, you had kids that were runaways that that you
No,
would contact
no,
24-hour center.
but
Your college programs are that's another source.
What?
but we had
Yeah.
we even had an overnight shelter because we couldn't find their parents.
Overnight shelter,
Yeah.
a doctor, a dentist, a
Yeah, we had all,
psychologist,
Algie put all that
education.
stuff in. I had a dentist,
yeah,
a doctor,
a psychologist,
a tax person,
Dr. Carter, from
doctor,
Howard University.
and uh, a kid did not need permission from his parents to come in and get service.
And a shelter.
And we had a shelter,
Now, where was this? Where
56th Street.
We
56th Street.
We
That's
took
the
an
55th
old.
Street. 55th Street. Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
old number 11.
Oh yeah,
precinct.
level 11 precinct.
Then you had one down southwest.
Then I had one where the white boys were. Then we took over the police precinct in Georgetown.
Yeah, in Georgetown.
We laid that with heavy psychological services. They ain't need no. They were just all screwed up.
Now, you could, I never heard this.
Is that right?
Oh yeah,
We got 10,000 kids out of jail, man. We had
Lord.
when they got arrested, we had people go to court
Come
to
on, D.
But and then we started, and Cato was a policeman,
yeah.
and I said, bring them to us before you.
So they won't get that
Before you get
369.
the
That's right. And so they would divert. He would bring us, and we kept them off that.
Yeah.
That list.
Getting that record so they
That's
have a
what
record.
we got 'em. And you can come and check on them and see how they're doing.
What?